Hello everyone and welcome to another episode. Let's play another level of GeoGuessr. Once again, single player, no time limit, although I'll try to be a bit quicker this time. And we'll go with the world. Okay. Looks like an arid-ish, oh no, maybe not. Relatively flat. Green. Looks summery. Location. Winding road in either direction. But there's some kind of facility down here, so let's see what this is. Lovely farm, some sheep. No sign here. Let's try and go to the next. This one, oh, that's interesting. These post boxes, very American. 476. C.J. Mackenzie, the garden house. I don't know about that. It does look very nice. Look at that lovely garden. The garden house, C.J. Mackenzie. Unfortunately, no flag to confirm we're in America. The Americans love to fly a flag. Try and scooch down here. What does this sign say? Brazos Beach Road. So we could be somewhere coastal. I didn't quite catch that. Let's try reading it from this side. Frasers. Frasers. Frasers Beach Road. Interesting. Let's see what else we've got. Down here. Now those signs look relatively British to me. What was the other one I missed? Turn 75. Let's have a look at this farmyard down here. Another farm. So we're somewhere coastal, rural. In the UK, that could be Scottish, especially with a name like Fraser. Okay, let's carry on. Still not sure about this one. The signs look British, but it doesn't feel British. Scotland, Fraser, definitely European names. A.G. Hoffman Limited. Let's scooch around to this farm here. Very rural, lovely countryside. The sign there is blurred out. This does not feel British anymore. Let's see what's here. in part because of the letterboxes. So maybe it's Australian? Definitely the greener part of Australia, if possible. Just can't read that, unfortunately. We're a long way here from anything else. I'm going to go back to the start and try in the other direction. Try this way. See if there's any luck. Dead Horse Road. This is an interesting name. This is our best clue yet. Waikawa, Fortrose. Now those are a bit of a giveaway. Waikawa and Fortrose. This to me confirms Australian or possibly New Zealand. Dead Horse Rose. Waikawa is a very Maori sounding name. There's a house up here. I'm going to go to this house and see what it gives me. Nope, haven't passed it. But now I'm feeling New Zealand, which would kind of fit. It feels like it's got similar to very Scottish countryside, but the mailboxes are different. That's a giveaway. Waikawa is a giveaway, although I'm not sure where it is in New Zealand. Yeah. No flags, unfortunately. I don't know if the Kiwis enjoy flying their flags, but let's see what we can do. Now, by far and away, I think more people live on the North Island. Goodness. We know we were by a beach. That could be anywhere on an island or a lake. Well, that was worth a try. I mean, it could be anywhere. Could be anywhere in New Zealand. I'm sticking with New Zealand, though. That feels about right. I'm going to go with the North Island in the interest of time. Could be anywhere. More likely a coastal beach. We had a reference to a beach earlier, but because I don't know which coastal beach, I'll guess in the middle. So, Taupo it is. And we can maybe put it right on there, somewhere rural looking like here. Okay, that's my guess, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, goodness, New Zealand is massive. I'm over 1,000 kilometers away from it, but we had the right country, correctly deducted. Where was it? Just so you know. I was right about the coast. I chose the wrong island. Doesn't help. We were down here near Fortrose, Otara, Tokanui. See, this is a similar name here. Waimahaka. Lovely. Never been, but would love to go. Next round. Great, another long winding road. Arid country, arid location. relatively rolling hills. Looks warm. Skip ahead until we see some clues. Australian? Near Melbourne? That's my initial guess. Somewhere in South Australia. These long roads are tough because you really don't get anywhere at all. There was a truck. Could be a giveaway. Of course, they blur the plates here. Otherwise, you'd know where you are. Let's see if I can get closer to that thing. Nothing. No writing on the side either. Looks Australian to me. Feels Australian. I might go with a total wild card guess on this one. Just for fun. What do you think? Let's see if we can get to any signs of life. Beautiful big sky. Scenery is very homogeneous though. These tall trees either side of the road for shade. And then nothing. Look at the farmland out there, just open. Must have been a nice day for whoever drove the Google car. Well, people, I don't think we're going far here. One quick revert to the start. We'll turn around. We'll go this way. See if we come across anything quicker. There was a sign there. 110. Again, that'll be kilometers, so not the United States. And still no. Oh, hang on, what's this? Bit of a clearing. Parking. This might be all we have, I'm afraid. Ooh. Brother Glen. Malyaling East, Malyaling Rock, Kirk Rock Road. I'm sticking with Australia here. Based on the European names, I'm going with Australia. I don't know where Ruther Glen is exactly, but I'm thinking South Australia. Again, I think I said near Melbourne before. I don't know why I'm saying that. I'm just saying that. But yeah, European names, but kilometer speed limits, lovely trees, wide open countryside. Let's go for the guess. This is back where we started. There's a nice view out this way. What did I say? Australia, Melbourne, one of these long roads out here. Maybe this one from Hay to Darling Point. That's where the guess is going. Actually, who knows? Total guess. Shepparton Murupna. What a lovely name. Fantastic. I'm feeling it's more rural than even this kind of belt here around Melbourne. Looks pretty built up to me. I feel like we're further afield. So I'm going to go up here into New South Wales, Griffith, Canberra, Bathurst, very famous of course, if you're into motor racing. I'm going to go out there, but not here. In the middle. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Well, I had the country right. Unfortunately, disaster struck. I got the state wrong. Outside of Perth. Goodness gracious me. Wickepin, East Wickepin, Bullering. Wow. Some fantastic place names in Australia. Wonderful. Well, I was right about the south as well, so that's reassuring. Small victory, I suppose. There you go. Australia. Huge nation. Next round. Okay. This feels American. Canadian. Dead flat. Middle of America. Oh, not quite dead flat. Some mountains, some hills. Over here. Relatively built up. We shouldn't have to travel too far to see what's what. Let's go and read this sign. Some kind of compound here. This looks pretty. Ah. That is not the English language. Now, forgive me, I'm less familiar. Cyrillic, possibly Russian, Kazakh. This looks like it's advertising these as homes. I can't read this. B-A-R, I know the H is an N. Barn. Maybe it's like some central house in the whole place. No dice. Let's keep going. The plains of Kazakhstan. If I had to put a pin down now, that's what I'd do. Totally barren. This looks like some kind of industrial plant. Maybe the place we saw is where people live who work here. I wonder what it is. It doesn't look like a mine or an oil rig, does it? Bump. No signs. That's a very high security building. Goodness, look at that. No flags either to determine where we are. That's one building going up. Looks similar to this one. So it's quite a large settlement actually. There's a big area, some development. At least a central road has gone down. Looks like this is being built. A lot of construction going on at the moment. A lot of construction. Huge open plains. Mountains in the background. Cyrillic or similar kind of language. This looks a little more residential. Let's see what we can see here. 8-ton trucks. Pretty open-ended. Not sure. Not sure what that says, I'm afraid. Jajan. Jajan? Something Jean? I'm afraid my languages once again are failing me. Should be a familiar theme running through these episodes. Let's go to this intersection up here. This is probably the first major intersection we've come across. Advert here. Trees, our future. Interesting. Wasn't expecting that. Now, what does that say? I just can't read that out. Green belt. It's in English, so... No idea, I'm afraid. Green belt, something or other. Trees, our future. Now here we have some flags. That is not Kazakhstan. Goodness, what is that? Where are we? That is the closest clue I think I'm going to get. Although I do not recognize the flag. It is not Kazakh. It is not Ukrainian. It is not Russia, although it shares the colors. Let's get some clues. Belarusian, perhaps? I don't think so. Interestingly, the people in this image look sort of more East Asian than they do European. So possibly Mongolian? I don't know the Mongolian flag. But now I'm thinking more sort of east, northern and eastern. This is possibly a regional flag as well, in which case I'm doomed. Okay, the flag is a good clue. Let's just go a little further. Auto, I recognize that. Abto. The English letters A-B-T-O. Auto. Repair. Garan. Garage. Garan. Oh, it is pretty. This is a bigger town than I originally thought. Toyota Land Cruiser. Perfect for this kind of environment. Same flag appears again. In fact, I think that's the same poster. Let's try and get some other ideas off the map. Moldova is one option. Romania, Bulgaria. I don't know. Need to brush up on my flags. Although I was saying more over here, wasn't I? So what are we thinking? Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan. All the stans. Kyrgyzstan. Perhaps not. Okay, I am curious more than anything else now. I'm going to go sort of here, only because of the profiling I'm doing of the people I'm seeing around, kind of more East European, West Asian perhaps. I could be setting myself up here for some embarrassment. I don't think it's Mongolia or Kazakhstan or the Ukraine. I would recognize, I hope, the flags, but as I said, I'm not sure of Mongolia. It could be the Stans. Perhaps that's worth a better bet. And it's a more built up city. Almaty, I think, is the capital of Kazakhstan. Almaty. I don't think this is the capital city of anywhere, although I might be wrong. But it feels flatter if you see that this is all relatively mountainous, whereas the further north you go, the flatter it gets. So I'm going to go for sort of North Kazakhstan, shall we say, here by Pavlodar. Let's go for Pavlodar. Total guess. Wish me luck. Oh! Wrong country, unfortunately. Mongolia it was. Very rural. Dalnanzadgad. Dal-Anz-Adgag. Dalanzadgag. God. Goodness. Fantastic. Okay, well, who'd have thunk it? Perhaps you guys knew, but I'm afraid I did not. Although, I guess on a global scale. Not even in the right ballpark. Who am I kidding? Next round. What are we on now? 4 out of 5. This is at least a little more built up. Interesting. Let's try some on the spot research. Nice playing field, sports ground with the lights. We're near a school maybe, university, residential area. Feels, again, like I guess I would say a hot climate. This kind of style of roofing, Mediterranean, Southern European. I just passed a sign already. Oh, I couldn't read that earlier. So, de las rocks. Rocks? Can't quite read that. Some hills and landscape in the background. These cars are kind of American. Chrysler, Ford, Chevy. Those are not European vehicles. Let's go down here. Again, Chrysler, Toyota. Of course, people drive Chryslers and Toyotas in Europe, but again, on average, you don't get so many Chryslers around. Like this, for example. These big trucks aren't typically driven in Europe, so it's possibly the west side of the world we're on. Spanish speaking? Not sure. Only got a road sign to go on at the moment. Dodge truck, huge trucks. This looks like a more major road. Where are we? Okay, we're on a main road. Empanadas, salad and makeup. Versace? Doesn't look like a Versace shop. 6, this place has a very American feel to it, just with the overhead cabling and the tall signs. Nibas brackets, $350. So we're working in dollars. We're working in dollars. Should be able to do okay here. The question is, which country? Libertad something Salon? Clinica Dental. That's the dentist. Important to keep your oral hygiene up. Good to know that exists for the people who live here. Goodness, come on. What are we doing? Space de bordados y Sigrafia. Unfortunately, I don't recognize the telephone numbers. 662 is the area code. Something has been blanked out there. Oh, no, it's back. Okay. So I'm going to go, what with the heavy presence of US American vehicles, the Spanish-speaking language, and the hills, I'll say Mexico as an early bet. Of course, I know they don't use dollars in Mexico, but they might use the dollar sign. I'm not familiar. I don't see a flag. Too reliant on flags. I need to be more inventive. Comex. Frankie's Sushi. Oh, pizza and sushi roll. Interesting. Funny combination. Each unto their own. What does this sign say here? Guaymas. Boulevard Solidaridad. Interesting. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce that. Aeropuerto is obviously the airport. Guaymas. Interesting. I don't recognize the city name of Guaymas, but this intersection looks like the best I'll get. I'm still sticking with Mexico. Boulevard Solidaridad, Solidarity Boulevard. This feels American, so Mexico might make sense. Bit of US-Mexican influence on each other. What's in? That was the sign we read earlier. Aeropuerto Camino del Seri. Camino. So we know the intersection we're on. Unfortunately, not the town. The country I'm pretty certain of. Being Mexico, but I'm just not sure where exactly. I'm not so familiar with Mexico. Why don't we go down here, see if we've got any more clues in terms of at least road signs. What does it say? Come on, load. Let's get to this intersection. Then we'll start looking at the map. Little Caesar's Pizza. I'm guessing that this is close to the border, if anything, given the amount of English that you do see around. There has been a bit of English, so. Pemex, okay. Confirmed. Maybe I've been going past many clues and you are all screaming at me, but now I get it. We are definitely in Mexico. Somewhere with some hills in the background. What did the sign say earlier? Guaymas. That was convenient. It's right there. Guaymas. Guaymas, perhaps. Forgive my pronunciation. Right, let's get the map out. Go to Mexico. Right, I think it's going to be up. What did I say? You know, near the border with the US, generally speaking. Near in inverted commas. So let's just go and just see what we can see. Reynosa, Montemorelos, Nuevo León, Monterrey, Laredo, Monclova, Piedras Negras. Nothing here. Big Bend National Park in the States. Passing there. Camargo, Chihuahua. Constitución, Juarez, El Paso, very famous. That's the edge of Texas to the north. I don't see Guaymas. Nogales, Hermosillo, Sonora. Where are we in the biggest? Oh, we've been here. Chihuahua. Let's keep going. And then we've got this peninsula, the Baja Peninsula. San Quintin, Buefo, Bahia, less big towns down here. The number 1 road. Haven't seen any road signs. That's a good point. I'm missing a trick here. What's the number? Oh, 15. I could just make out a 15. Let's use that, shall we? $15. That was convenient. Guaymas. Oh, nailed it. Okay, we are... Finally, it's more coastal than I was expecting, to be honest. And, well, can't really kid myself. It's near the States, but it's closer, I suppose, than some of Mexico. Now, airport. Where is the airport? Airports are usually out of town. There's the airport. We've had a sign for the airport. I guess we're in town. We're definitely in town. We started in this residential neighborhood, didn't we? We went, I think, down this way, as in a street over, but we went generally in this direction to some main road. I can't seem to get there. That's annoying. That's the main road. I think I skipped a bit there, but anyway. Oh, goodness. Let's get back on it. Boulevard Camino del Seri. Okay. Where were we? Let's at least look for that. Benito Juárez, Centro de Gobierno. That's Centro. The sign is actually for Guaymas. So, unfortunately, we might not be in it. Ciudad Obregón is the nearest. So maybe we're not in Guaymas, but we're close. Boulevard Camino del Seri. Benito Juárez. The airport is in the other direction from Guaymas, so we're maybe somewhere in the middle, between the two. And I think I'm going to have to go with that. So, let's go for somewhere between the airport and the town of Guaymas. And then we were in a slightly residential area, so I'll take a bet on here. Okay. Interesting. We were in the next town up. I figured that might be the case. But unfortunately, there we are. Boulevard Solidaridad and Calle de la Reforma. Reform Street. Interesting. Well, we were close. Closer than I've been on other rounds in this game. Let's progress. Okay. Another long open road. Seems to be the story of my life at the moment. Okay. Let's see. Fair weather. Lovely blue sky, quite flat. Sort of arid climate, that is. Reminds me of the New Zealand location we saw earlier. There's a truck behind us, which we might pass. Here we go. We're overtaking the truck. See if there's any. Liquidos del Sur distributor official. 0800 number. That is British. YPF gas. SA. Don't know about SA. I wonder what else. YPF gas. Peligro explosivo. Right, okay. I think we get the gist. In an emergency, call 0800. YPF. Wonder where YPF is from. So Spanish speaking. I think I recognize that. Spanish speaking. YPF. This could be Spain. Possibly Spanish. 80. Emergencia. The same messages really. Let's keep going. Onwards. We're heading east. What was that? Did we just pass a sign? Yes, we did. 6 kilometers, a rest stop. Oh my goodness. Going to have to go 6k at this rate. This might give some clues. Victorica, Telen, and Loventoul. Those are names I do not recognize off the face of it. Victorica. Interesting. That sounds... Telen. Telen? Loventoul. They don't sound very Spanish at all. Right, let's see what else. So we were coming up on something else up here, weren't we? What is this? Rucanello, Winifreda, Santa Rosa. Santa Rosa, goodness. Luan Toro. No flag here. Can you go up here? I don't seem to be able to go up there. Unfortunately, I can't. That's annoying. Okay. So the clues so far: Victorica, Telen, YPF Gas, and Santa Rosa. Rucanello, Winifreda. What does that sign say behind us? Luan Toro. That might be what the big sign says behind as well. 6 km. Kind of an agricultural vehicle. No real clues. Let's see what's on the back of it. No real clues. 80, limited to 80. What does that say? Can we read that? These signs are just a little too far back from the Google car. Estancia San Carlos. Something like that. Estancia San Carlos. Departamento Toay. Ruta 1227. Ruta 12. Not sure on this one yet, I'm afraid. The clues are thin on the ground. That's just a signpost for the intersection. Travel a bit further down here and then we'll double back on ourselves. So, very ranch land. Is that a flag? Not a flag that I can make out. Very white. What flag that is. Let's see if we can get a bit closer to that. Come on. There we go. Is that a real flag? It's very light blue. It kind of looks like the sky behind it. It's hard to tell. That's frustrating. That'd be great if we could actually figure that out. Let's try looking at it from another angle. No dice. Right, let's go back to the start. I think we went that way, past that truck, so let's go this way. Love the tiny car. Fantastic. Let's see if there's anything up here. At the moment, at a bit of a loss. It doesn't feel Spanish. Definitely Spanish speaking. So, if there's one lesson I need to take away from these first couple of games, I need to brush up on my Spanish and my Portuguese. But this feels Southern American more than Spain. Telen, I keep thinking of, this keeps coming up. Where on earth is Telen? I do not know. It's in 30k as well. So we're 30 kilometers from Telen. Where is that? Goodness. So let's think about it whilst we're let's talk and walk. So if it's in South America, Spanish speaking, that rules out Brazil. Unfortunately, that leaves us with the rest of the continent. This feels flat. It's not mountainous, agricultural. So, it doesn't feel Amazon jungly or particularly green. Let's see if there's anything on this truck. What does that say? Gatoba. Looking for a flag or a football team in the truck sometimes gives it away. I'm afraid I can't read the small writing there. Only the Gamboa. Goodness. I'll give it another minute. Anyway, what was I saying? It doesn't feel... This feels like it would be in the southern part of South America, not the northern part, not the tropical part. So south of Capricorn, shall we say. Might be something here. Another truck is coming too. Huge ranchland area. La Salada. Fantastic. Look at that gate. Lovely. La Salada. Let's try and pick this up. This is a bigger truck. Axion Energy. Unfortunately, like the gas company before, I'm not familiar with these guys. Another 80 sign. Peligro Inflammable. That means it could go up. Axion again, same logo on the cab. Goodness. I'll try and get to one more clue, be it their truck or location. Let's just stop for a quick scan around, see if I'm missing anything glaringly obvious. I am not. I don't think. In which case we'll make a guess soon and wrap it up. Some cows. South Americans love their beef. Argentinian beef, very famous. This could be Argentina. Would fit. The only two countries really then I'm considering in the southern part of the South America continent would be Chile and Argentina. So I'm gonna bet on one of them in a second. Unfortunately, we couldn't see the flag before. I think it was very white. If it was a national flag, I think it's more likely to be Argentina's, which is blue and white stripes, light blue and white stripes, which was actually, come to think of it, that fits with the description of the flag we had before. Blue and white stripes, which I couldn't really see because of the sky they were against in the background and the grainy image quality. There's really nothing coming up. There is a bend coming up, actually. That's unusual. Let's get to the corner before we take a guess. And it will be a guess. Almost there. What's that? Was that just the image? Getting funny. Another farmhouse over here, incomplete. Still cattle. Okay, time for a guess. Based on the flag, Spanish speaking, open flat landscape, the cattle, and everything else so far I've seen, I'm going to go for Argentina, although where I'm not sure. So it is probably time for a guess, or at least to see if we can see. I mean, Argentina is a huge country. So Telen was a clue. What was the other one? Santa Rosa was something. I mean, these are not places that appear at the country level zoom. Pardon me. Zoom in a bit. Corrientes, Jujuy, Tartagal. This is still kind of mountainous here. Chile is kind of mountainous as well on the right. On the, I should say, the eastern side of the country. Between Chile and Argentina. And I don't know why, I just feel like it's more likely to be Argentina. Let's start from the bottom and go up at this level. I'm looking for Telen. That was one of them. And if I can get it to within a few hundred kilometers even, I'd be happy at this stage. I'd be proud. Again, I'm feeling more middle of the country, but this is clutching at straws here now, everyone. Santa Isabel. Saw that earlier in the game, didn't we? Mendoza, San Juan. They're not as. It's not going to be as bigger cities as those, I don't think. Where are we in the big picture? La Rioja, Catamarca, San Miguel, Salta, and we're at the north. I'm moving slightly east and down again in a kind of a swooping pattern. Santa Rosa, did that come up? Was that a clue? Victorica, that was a clue. There. We saw that earlier. That definitely came up. Victorica. Telen. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes. Fantastic. Right. Telen was a good few kilometers away still. I'm going to go back to where we started and see the road signs. Really try and nail this. Unfortunately, we had to zoom a long way to get there. YPF gas, that's the truck. I'll try and speed this up, people. Boop-a-doop-a-doop, boop-a-doop-boop. Boop-a-doop-a-doop, 40 speed limit. Are these the signs? I think we're getting there. We passed them. Okay. Winifreda, Santa Rosa, 120. Where were we? It was... Oh, I've already lost it. Great. Santa Rosa, 120. Telen. We're on the 10. That's the 10. I see it running through there. That's Winifreda. There's Santa Rosa, an extra 50 kilometers. So that vertical distance there down the 35 is possibly not 50, 41 Ks, which makes kind of double that would take you from Winifreda to where we are now. Rucanello should be halfway en route. It sort of is up there. So we're in here. What was the other sign? There was another sign. We were 6 from Luan Toro. Telen is behind us. 38 actually. So is Loventool. So we're actually down here. Here we are, Luan Toro. 6 to there. I reckon we're on the 10. That distance there between the 10 and the 102 is 6K. We started back here. So I'm going to put us back here. I didn't scooch too far to get here. But in the other direction, there was a slight kink. That's the corner we went around. I'm going to put us halfway between the Loan Toro turnoff and that kink in the road there. Done. Very confident with that. Let's do it. Excellent. I was slightly too far to the west. But anyway. Thrilled with that. Round 5 of 5. Game summary. Game finished. Well done. Your total score was 14,101 points. And I earned 37 GeoCoins. Thank you very much for playing with me today. And I'll see you in the next video.